Before I start this activity, I just want to remind people, if you haven't already done the previous assignment, which was about observations and inferences, please do that before doing this assignment, because they're both this assignment is related to that, and it won't mean as much to you if you just jump right in and do this activity without seeing where I talk about observations and inferences, which I am going to go over again, but please do the previous assignment and then come to this one. All right, so remember that an observation is something you notice using any of your five senses. That could be seeing something, touching, tasting, smelling, or hearing. And an inference is something you figure out based on observations and information you already know. So here's an example. I see there's an eggshell in a nest. That's an observation. And the inference is that a bird hatched out of the egg. Based on what you know about birds hatching, you were able to tell just from that picture that's your inference. In the previous video, I also mentioned that another valid inference might have been that a predator ate the egg. So we'll now have a chance to think carefully about the difference between an observation and an inference about the fossil. All right, so you're going to actually get a set of statements about the fossil and two labels that say observations and inferences. It's going to look a little bit different than this. I'm going to show you what you're actually going to be seeing. So give me a minute. So on the assignment, you're going to see a link to Google Drawing, and you're going to click on that, and this page should come up. If something different comes up, then you should leave a comment or email me, and we'll try to figure out what's going wrong. But this is the page that should come up. And you'll see we have over here, it says observations, and here it says inferences. So we're going to actually take this stack of cards at the bottom, and we're going to try sorting them into the right column. So if I think something is an observation, I'm going to drag it over here. If I think it's an inference, I'm going to drag it over here instead. Now, when you drag, you should make sure that this little cross is highlighted. If it's not, then you should move somewhere else on the card until the cross is highlighted. When that's highlighted, you should be able to drag it. So I'm gonna do the first one with you. It says the fossil is surrounded by brown rock. Now that's something I would observe, right? I would see that it's surrounded by brown rock. So what am I going to do? Think about that for a moment. If you want to pause and give it some thought and see if it matches what I did, feel free to do that now. Okay, and I would drag that over there, like that, okay? And you're going to keep doing that until you have all the cards sorted in either this column or this column, all right? And when you're done, you should see on your assignment, on your Google Drawing, a button that says something like turn in. You're going to be pressing that button. Here, for me, it says share, but for you, it should say something different. So you're going to turn in the assignment after you've moved all the cards. If you're having trouble moving the cards for whatever reason, again, just write a comment or email me, and we'll try to figure out what the problem is, or I'll try to help you or think of another way to turn in the assignment. So that's pretty much what you're going to be doing. Can't wait to see your responses.